Welcome to the next instalment of our Own the Challenge, Be the Change series, where we are giving Scottish SMEs who have worked with us through the Scout ERDF programme the opportunity to share some of the work they have been doing towards creating a more sustainable future for everyone. So we're delighted today to be joined by representatives from Thermachem, Solasto Bio, IntelliDigest, NETEC and Crover. And today we're going to focus on Crover. So Santo, can you please share with us some of the work that you've been doing at Crover and how it will impact future sustainability?
Hello, thank you for having us. I'm Santo, I'm the operation executive at Crover, and at Crover we put sustainability at the heart of what we do. Our technology is the first locomotion method for fully buried depth for granular books, and we are developing device that can swim through the grains, oilseeds, and crops that can monitor every single grain. So we are creating a grain monitoring system that can be installed in various types of storage, which uses this technology to monitor every single grain. Why this is important? This is important because grain storage is still a bottleneck in the grain value chain. Losses every year are estimated at about 630 million tons. And the culprit of this is spoilage due to insects and molds that can develop over time because of uncontrolled temperature and moisture conditions. And grain storage operators battle a constant fight against this infestation, which is very labor intensive. What we plan to do is to give them a way to automate these monitoring procedures so that they can improve their efficiency in their operation, but also reduce a lot the waste that happens at every step of the chain, which every step where storage happens, which is every step of the grain chain. Why this is important for Scotland? Because Scotland, the grain sector is a central part of its agriculture. We are focusing on barley mostly because malting barley, it's at the base of the very important whiskey sector, which is pre-pandemic had a value of £4 billion. And barley is also represent more than half of the production of cereals in Scotland. And we want to help the Scottish food sector to be more efficient and waste less. Another things we would like to do, we're still developing our little robot that goes with grains. And what we want to do to also be more sustainable and help the path toward net zero is to implement circular economy paradigms inside our manufacturing plan, such as remanufacturing, remarketing. That's why we would like to keep ownership of our device and retrieve it, implementing new capabilities, and then re-put it in the market also for a lower price, also for developing countries which have a much more impact. They suffer much more from the impact of those losses.
Thank you, Santo. It's a really interesting technology with so much potential for reducing waste in agritech and beyond. And as a fan of whiskey, I certainly approve of your strategy in Scotland. So I'll just open up to the floor now. Does anyone else have any thoughts or maybe questions for Santo?
Yeah, so Santo, that was a really great example of innovative robotics, really, and especially for green. So you talked about the whiskey sector in Scotland, which of course is really important. Do you have plans to roll this out to other regions, other parts of the world where there are really serious problems with insect infestation of grain? So have you had exemplars of that already?
Yeah, the plan is to, thanks also to the circular economy aspect of things, to try to reduce the cost of the device so they can be sold for a lower cost to smallholder farms and developing countries. And right now, the problem there is also a problem of infrastructure, because mostly the grain losses are mostly due to infrastructure, and it's a bit more complicated to install systems like our infrastructure that are not ready. What we're focusing now is mostly UK and in Europe, especially because of the farm to fork strategy in Europe, which promotes a lot the push towards integrated pest management and reduction of pesticides. And integrated pest management is a great strategy. The problem is that without the data, the monitoring data that is have as high resolution as we want to provide, it's difficult to create those cost benefit to implement pest control strategy efficiently.
Do you also see potential to actually use the swimming robots, which is what I know it for, to actually help to provide insight to the quality of the grain? Because if you're using hyperspectral imaging, then the potential that you can also use that in providing insight in the quality of the grain could be quite beneficial to the farmers.
We do. Right now we're focusing on moisture and temperature as the main parameter, but we see the Crover as a platform to bring whatever solution that needs to be in the art of the book where it needs to be, and is in our plan also to not just control moisture and temperature, but mycotoxin, having an idea of what kind of mycotoxin are present, and trying to also like have an idea of the quality of the crops even before they left the storage. So monitor, have like the plan is to create a system that can unveil what is now a black box of grain, like a silo, and create a end-to-end transparency across the whole chain.
Thank you so much, Santo. It's so interesting to hear that your technology not only has your sustainable benefits and economic benefits, but also can improve the quality of a product, which will also have a knock-on effect on those as well. So thank you so much for taking the time out today to discuss this. And also I'd like to thank our other SMEs. I'd like to finish up by saying that Scout is here to support all Scottish SMEs in their innovative journey, and this includes your sustainable technologies. So please don't hesitate to contact a member of the Scout team to discuss this further. Thank you.